We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will go to Henry out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry up the middle. A solid stiff arm. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the penalty, it's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Henry is in. Touchdown, Washington. Now Cade York for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Purdy bootlegging it. Rolling to his left. Short throw to Disley. Finding room in midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Down inside the 40. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Tua. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's dropped right out the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Touchdown, Washington! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds yards after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Breaks through the contact, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 and now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
40-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Tua now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Tua to throw again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Giants first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants' first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Purdy on 4th down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Baron Browning has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Washington. Deontay Johnson, 48 yards.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Washington on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collect. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Commanders 28, Giants 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And that pick-6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off that pick-6, here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown,
The
and the blowout continues.
York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 42, Giants 10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders,
they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.